Are you trying to understand what are the top three risks when buying commercial property which you plan to rent out to a tenant? If you are, and if you're trying to look for what are the top three risks that you want to mitigate in an agreement of sale, then you're in the right place, because in this video I'm going to be talking about the three things that you must consider when you're trying to enter into an agreement of sale for commercial property. Hi everyone, my name is Ramana Reddy and I'm a practicing lawyer in the High Court of Telangana. On this channel, I help you by simplifying complex legal concepts. For tips, tricks, and legal information, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. So, out of the three things, tip number three is that when you enter into an agreement of sale, make sure that you have a firm timeline in which the sale deed will be executed. So, if you enter into an agreement of sale on the 1st of January, you want to say that the sale deed will be executed by the 31st of March, because you want a firm timeline, because you may have a prospective tenant who may be interested in the particular property and you don't want to be stuck losing out monthly rental income in just the sale process. So make sure you have a firm timeline and make sure to say that time is of the essence in the agreement of sale, because you want the possession of that property on a particular date so that you can plan your affairs and you can plan how to get a tenant and when they will be able to move in, get the interiors done if you're going to do it. So you want to plan all these things and you don't want any delay in the execution of the sale deed. So have a firm timeline and say that time is of the essence. Tip number two is that you need to make sure that, suppose you're buying this from a builder, you need to talk to the builder and see that all the property taxes have been paid until the date of the sale deed. So by the 31st of March, when you enter into the sale deed, you want to ensure that because if this building is already built, for example, then you want to make sure that whatever property taxes were due till before 31st of March, the builder takes care of it. Because as the owner, you're only getting it after 31st of March. So you want to make sure that all property taxes and all government dues that are there for that particular commercial real estate that you are buying, that those are already paid by the builder by the 31st of March. The number one thing to check is that if there is an existing tenant in the property, suppose you are in the good fortune of purchasing a property with a tenant, then one thing to also look at is, so suppose the builder already has a tenant and now he's selling that property to you and you can just continue the lease, right? So one thing that you need to make sure is to read what the lease deed between the tenant and the builder is. So if there's already an existing owner, so then you need to see what are the terms of the lease deed. Is there anything in the lease deed that would prohibit you from taking on the lease? Generally speaking, that should not be a problem, but it is something to look at as to what are the terms of the lease deed. Just because you're buying into the lease, so you want to know what you're getting into, and if there are things in the lease that you think may not work for you. So that is something to be careful about. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want a more detailed discussion on what are the clauses that must be included in an agreement of sale, make sure to click the link above. Thank you for watching.